Everyone relax. The race is already intense, ma'am. I'm listening. You called me. Can't you see?
No.
Well, I know you were calling me over there.
They look great there, Lucho. Bahrain, Picnic, Movistar, Decathlon with Tobias, Astana with Matteo Malucelli. They're all well positioned. The lead-out trains are perfectly lined up with all the colors neatly aligned.
Well, now that Ruben mentioned Gana, Filippo Gana is the other member of the quartet with Sonny, with Milan, and the other one is Francesco Lamon, who isn't here, but there are three from the quartet, that Olympic champion team from Italy, right there, and we'll see if maybe Filippo Gana tries to win from far out. Go out, what, a kilometer before or 500 meters to keep a little breakaway and win the stage. But I think that normally one of the two conditions that I believe are infallible, that should be infallible for Italy, must be met. That Jonathan Milan wins today's stage and becomes the leader, and the other is that Filippo Gana wins the time trial.
Do you know who they took out of contention?
Xavier, the one Lucho mentioned, has ridden solo for more than 120 kilometers at the front of the peloton, and now he's still taking turns on the way to the finish line. I mean, oh my, the editor has impressive power.
The double 100 today?
Lucho, he left the fight himself. They went to the back, they went to the rear. And no, let's not go in there. He got tangled up with others. There's 3 kilometers of protection, I think, right? 5. 5.
They're already inside.
There they are.
There's the 5-kilometer mark. They're entering the protected area right now, and they're entering with G.
Raul?
Bicycles, the Peli Parado, well made for winners. Yes, the one who can get in there too is Dylan Groenewegen, also in the fight. Accelerating, we're rolling. Do you know how fast? 61 kilometers per hour, ladies and gentlemen. This machine is coming. It's already on approach. It's at the front asking for a runway to land on. Oh, the Tudor team also wants a stage win. The guys in black are getting in. This is really nice. There's a combination of colors at the front of the pack. There's no breakaway. No one has jumped here. The Norwegians are also here with bad intentions, trying to get their man in. And on the left side, let's see, the Emirates are showing up. Over there, I see a jersey. Oh, Luis, could it be a national champion? Jonathan Milan is at the center of the pack right now. I'll go back to Lucho before the bus with the musicians arrives. Lucho, this is great. I'm listening to you.
Yes, movement now, ladies and gentlemen. The 1X team is also starting to move, wanting to get into the conversation. They're bringing Andre Aldeñazun. Let's see, they don't have a great sprinter here, Holigar. He could get in too, but they want to do their job. They're getting into position, and the NSN team is also starting to find their place there. They're taking care of Ethan Bernon. Now, Cui Estebel Saudal is also in there with Paul Magner. 13 kilometers to the finish line. They're already in the protection zone, each one spreading out. The Alpecin team is also moving up with Caden Grover. There you have him. He's number 1. This Caden Grover, the one tucked in there. Attention, watch out for number 201, Dylan Groenewegen, and number 65, Jonathan Milan. I still don't see the decathlon rider well positioned. I'm trying to spot Tobias Anderson, but I don't see him in the mix. The one who is in there and doing very well is that Unibet team. There is the national champion of Slovakia, that's Lukas Kubis, who is leading out Dylan Groenewegen. Groenewegen is at the front. They're getting into position. We're entering the last 2 kilometers, 700 meters. The one in white is Kubis. The one in white at the front, you can see him there, but he's going elbow to elbow with the 1X Pro. Now the decathlon team has shown up. Watch out, they're bringing Tobias Anderson, my dear Ruben. I can already see the bus over there, the truck of
Ladder. He arrived with the musicians, of course. Here comes the excitement, the snake, which people love because it opens up. The danger zone opens up. Here comes the castanet, a clean castanet for the men of the decathlon. Let them talk about the right side. There's 1 kilometer left, 900 meters. None of them can jump yet. Let's see where Jonathan Milan is. I see the little Trek guys lost. They're not in the action yet. And they have a few meters left before they take the spotlight. Let's see the surge, the swerve. To the left, to the right. The group is right down the middle. There are some roundabouts that have broken up some of the trains. but some barriers appeared and some teams had to split up miraculously. Here come the sprint giants. I don't see Jonathan. Now he appears on the right side. Here comes the beast. Let's see how he finishes. There's a kilometer left. 300 meters right now. The Tudor riders move aside. Jonathan is the fourth, fifth man in the single file. And the little bump, Lucho, that you mentioned, the road rises slightly. It opens up. On this side, the domestiques start to set the pace to see where the Lidl Trek riders are. The train saved him. Here comes Jonathan. And Lucho has him in his sights on the straight. Lucho, I'm listening to you.
Yes, he already launched. There, Stephen gets into position. Watch out for Soudal. There, tucked in for second place, is Paul Magnier. There are 700 meters left. The fog won't let us see. The cloud gets in the way here so we can see them arrive. There's the turn I was talking about, Jonathan is getting into position at the front. Crash! Trying to recover from the crash, a very violent crash.
He kind of stayed
Half the bunch got stuck here, blocked. They all fell along the way. Watch out here because this totally changed the story of the race. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. But up front, Paul Magnier stayed ahead. Paul Magnier is still there, the one coming up. They're already making their move. I'm also watching the work Anderson is doing there. It's still Anderson. Let's see who's going to make a move here, ladies and gentlemen. The man from NS, Ethan Bernal, is also making a move. Ethan Vernon is coming from behind. Andresen is leading for now. Andresen, Magnier. Magnier is going to win, and Magnier has won. Andresen came in second, ladies and gentlemen. I managed to see it there. I'm not sure if I'm seeing it right now. I think I am. But Paul Magnier has won. The crash completely changed the story of the stage. As Gardel would say, ladies and gentlemen, that's how things go. Paul Magnier has won. Soudal Quickstep, the first race leader. From the 2026 Giro d'Italia KMO teammates Nieves Samuel.
Well, anyway, those who were racing for the stage win managed to get through before the crash. And Magnier has won good. Jonathan Milan was up there too. Milan lost by a wide margin. And well, what I had never seen before was the whole group getting separated with only 200 meters left to the finish line because those who crashed completely blocked the road.
Andres Enlovide, second, Chemo. Andres Enlovide, second. Let's wait to see officially, but Magnier won.
Andres was coming, he was ahead, right? But, well, Magnier is the French leader, right? That Frenchman, the Italians couldn't do it. Let's see who was second, because if the judge...
That's Andresen, Tobias Andresen.
Wasn't it Torasi who took a break?
No.
There he is.
I have a 5 here and I'm a bit surprised by what it says here, but let me check. But it shows Jai Hindi, okay?
No.
Now they've changed it. Look, now you have the top 10 here. Paul Magnier, 3 hours 21:09. The rest are all on the same time. Second, Tobias Lund Andersen. Third, Ethan Bernal. Fourth, Jonathan Milan. Fifth, Madis Mikkel. Sixth, Giovanni Lonardi. Seventh, Pascal Ackermann. Eighth, Thor Gusmestad. Ninth, Max Valchek. And 10th, Diaz van Geest. Let's see if they show more. Let's see.
The whole group gets the same time. That's the protection we were talking about.
Yes, for sure.
Bring Bernal, everyone gets the same time. The winner is Paul Magnier.
There's a terrible crash. Suddenly some riders were affected there.
90% of the caravan crashed out of the pack. Out of the bunch.
Very narrow. That part of the road is very narrow, but both lanes appear a little further ahead.
That's a bad finish. Yes, it's true. It has become a bottleneck there.
A bottleneck formed on that narrow part of the road, causing everyone to get stuck.
There's one coming in on foot.
That's Egan Bernal. That's Caden Groves. Sorry.